Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is September the 11th, 2013. Special discovery for you all here. This is Hurricane Sandy. Okay, picture Hurricane Sandy reversed. No, it's not reversed. The lunar surface is reversed. This is Schrodinger crater right here. I want you to take a look at this circle right there. See the circle in the clouds right there? See that right there? Very well. Look at it. It continues right here in the picture below it. Look at that. It continues right there. And then check it out. I fade this out. You can see the whole circle right there. Watch. And then you can see this area here. Look at this area here. Very good picture of Sandy right here, but look at that shape. Right there below it. Right there. Why did I put this here? Because I know Sandy fits in Wet Mare Oriental very well, so. And I recognize the center shape here. What I do with this line, see this line where the weather changes right here? It's kind of like swirling, then it cuts off. I put that right. It's kind of like this line right here, and then you kind of see that line. I just lined it up with that right there because it looks like there's these bumps right here. We go with that. It's right here. And look at all the little cuts and stuff in there. See all those little lines and stuff, the valleys, and look at that. There's a lot of that stuff in that part of there. Probably not showing it all. Whole thing overall. This area here too. And this area up here kicks out like that. See that? Wow. And look at the way this kicks out right here. This too, this part right here kind of kicks out a little bit. You ever see that? That's pretty good. So, I could put that right here also, down here in Central America. I have this crater in the background, a line down here too. And it fit right in that area, so that would just make it just like that other storm I already showed in that one video of Schrodinger. That old hurricane from, I don't know, years ago. Look at that up there, though, right there. That's incredible. You can see this whole circle all the way down. Look at this, all the way down. Right here, see it? Very, very tricky. Weather today. Let's check the weather today. See, it has the same shape, somewhat. Okay, let's see the swirl and the shape. Look at that, how it humps up. Look at that right there where it humps up like this. There it does the same thing right there. Right there. Holy shit. Triangle shape right here, watch. See this triangle shape? Right here. Oh my god. It's all clear right here. Look at that. It's clearing right there with that same shape as that area right there. That's trippy. But it's there, isn't it? Yep, Schrodinger is a very important crater on the moon. Very important, people. That crater is everywhere on the Earth in the weather. I just can't even explain how much I see that. Not the Sandy, but, well, I guess you could say that, but this crater in the weather at this size. Down here, perfectly. Right here. Over here sometimes you'll see it. Right in here, see the round shape? You see it, I know you see it. And then in Africa there's another area, I do believe. It's down here in South Africa, right here. It's another area where that crater hits. You can see the size, the pattern. I mean, I'm not making this up. It'll fit here, and Zimbabwe will show and everything. So I mean, I try to use different different images, of that same crater, so that I'm not using one that could be a trick or something. And so I used other images, and I brought up like this image here, but not that one, this one here, where it shows that crater with the rest of the south pole of the moon. And you can see the weather kind of fits there, but it doesn't necessarily mean that this was what hit and then it hit off to the side of that. It could have been another area of the moon where it hit, like right here, and then off to the side. This was off to the side of that something else or something. I don't know. Kind of fits in there. You see the weather fitting there, right there, and it's at the right size. So this part right here don't fit too good. That sure fits good. Still, to this hour, still fitting good. Still see it. Breaking up, but it's still see it. These are all dying off. They were a lot brighter earlier. Still from the tip, look at this one. See that one with the rays coming out? That's harp ring, or what, radar ring, or whatever you want to call it. And right up here in Newfoundland, I've seen it. I've seen this one on bright and perfectly round during Hurricane Sandy. The day of Hurricane Sandy I've seen it, the perfect circle right there. That green is there. And I've seen it all the way over here in Alaska a couple times, a couple rings. That's a good one. See, that moon's starting to show something again. It's that time of year, I hope. Yeah, because there's another sweetie there right there. Same shape as Hurricane Sandy. I bet if I put that over that Schrodinger crater, I just bet you. Or should I just put the crater down right here, I guess. Start doing that from now on. Right there. I bet you. And you see the tip right here? Look at that. I'm just going to leave it right where it put it. It usually puts it in the best place. Let's check that out. Look at that. What do you people think? I'd like to get some comments on this one. That's pretty cool. You seen how I just did Hurricane Sandy? So this is a hurricane creator on the Earth, basically. I mean, that's what it points out to me. This is what shapes the weather. This is a main contributor to what the weather we have on the east coast of the United States. Big time. And over here in Central America as well. As you can see. And then you look right there, like I said, at the tip of Africa. Let's just check it out. Check it out without the weather. And we'll just look at Africa right there and see what comes right up to the front where you see that. It looks like it got cut off by a crater. Right there. See that? Like the edge of a crater. Interesting. It could be coincidence. And we got those islands right there too. Let's check that part out. Let's see. It could be. No, those would create islands if they hit them. Yeah, they could. You know, they don't show us the proper ocean floor, like I pointed out a bunch of times. There's no way they would ever show that anyways. I mean, they're not going to give up all their secret hiding spots on the ocean floor for their submarines and shit like that. You know, they're just not going to show that. They give you a rough idea, I guess, but there's no way they give you everything. No way. No way. Because I know I wouldn't. If I was in their position, I wouldn't do it. So, I mean, I'm sure they don't do it. Anyways, pretty good weather today. The moon's showing some good stuff. Oh, look at that, the whole North Pole. What do you know? Almost. It's kind of a crazy pattern though, but it'll fit the moon somewhere. This nice circle right there. South Pole? Oh, Make me eat my words. Holy shit. Ah, you gotta save that one. Holy shit. So you see what I mean? I don't know if I've mentioned this to you before, but damn, that's good. That's really good. Man, that's rare. Super rare. Super rare. South Pole. 65. Never see it like this. Hardly ever. Very rarely do you see it with all the weather there. That's just amazing to me. Unbelievable. That ought to be, that's gonna be good. Jeez. I mean, you gotta ask yourself, what makes weather do this crazy stuff on the Earth? I mean, if it's spinning in one direction, right? It's spinning one direction, or well, no, I guess not one direction. It's spinning and doing this other thing too, I guess. But it's still the way that it swirls this stuff around and makes these crazy patterns. Those aren't random patterns. I'm telling you, they're not random. They are not random. They don't just come up in wherever. They come up in the moon creates these patterns on the Earth when it impacts the Earth, and then when the moon is just right, it shows them in the weather. I guess you could say something like, or when the sun's just right, something. There it is again, right there, right there. Sometimes you'll see a perfect circle right in here. I mean, not a couple times a year at least. Perfect circle right there. Sometimes, right here in South America too, boom, right there. Sometimes right here too, right over here, right in here somewhere. It's right here. And today, that is incredible. That's a rarity. Shit. That's awesome. Gotta save that too. South Pole 88. That looks familiar. That shape right there. Okay, we got something good to work with today. That's pretty amazing. Gotta save it when you see it like that, people. You never see it like that on Google Earth, the weather like that. I mean, it's rare. That is so rare. It's usually all gray, all grayed out. They don't want you to see that. That's a pattern right there, because that is a pattern that I'm going to find on the moon, right there. Believe it or not, I will find that pattern on the moon. It won't be that hard either. Have a good day.